Thank you so much for attending this assignment. This is my signature assignment for EDU 304. Um, I apologize. I have strep throat right now, so I am trying my best. So, a little bit about me. My name is Callie. I'm 22 years old. And my career aspiration is being a store manager or a coffee house leader at Starbucks. Pictured is my last day as an assistant store manager with one of my supervisors. I had the opportunity that at the beginning of this course, I was an assistant store manager working towards becoming a store manager, and have since moved into the leadership role of coffee house leader as well. So it's nice that I get to kind of like apply what I learned in the course to my current state role. So the strengths that I believe that I have to be capable in this role is that I am empathetic, compassionate. I have strong leadership skills. I have strong life skills. I'm definitely an over communicator rather than an under communicator. I am moldable in the sense that I very much will do what I am told to do, and be the leader that we are like intended to be. And I'm also like extremely optimistic. The connection to the course is while I may not have begun as the best hire at my start at being at Starbucks when I was a barista, due to my resume lacking experience when I started at Starbucks, I was very, very strong in my communication skills in my interview, and that is what helped me shine. A lot of my experience came from being in high school, came from um, being in a leadership role in the FFA in high school. As explained by Regina Hartley at TED, choose the underestimated contender whose secret weapons are passion and purpose, she says. Hire the scrapper. While I may not have jumped job to job, I had lack of experience and hiring managers took that aspect about me and ran with it, molding me very quickly into a supervisor, knowing that I could continue to move up into the now coffee house leader role. In terms of leadership skills within organizational leadership, such as being a coffee house leader at Starbucks, are very important. Skills such as communication being at the forefront. Without good communication, the team cannot be successful in meeting any kind of company metrics. Collaboration with teams instills change, utilizing what is called the change equation, which allows for a leader to bring the team along with changes instead of pushing the change onto them. Instead of a leader just saying, we have a change, you're going to do it because I said so. The change equation brings them along for the change. A big part of leading change is the optimism that the change can be implemented and can actually work. As mentioned in the reading, optimism is about identifying and adopting the necessary steps to sustain continuous action towards the goal of positive outcomes. The positive outcomes are right in front of a leader so long as they are optimistic in their leadership position. So, motivation. My biggest motivators are the exchange in which I get as I promote through Starbucks as a company. Starbucks offers competitive pay, career development opportunities, and competitive benefits that I can tailor to my personal needs. For example, Starbucks right now is on a goal to 98% internal retention rate and promotional rate. So they want to promote those that are already in the company rather than bringing them out from outside. Um, while all of these things are the appealing physical aspects of motivation, it is also the internal happiness that leadership brings to me specifically. I have had multiple opportunities to be a leader in different aspects and in different tiers. At one point, I did step down into a barista role and realized that that was not giving me the personal satisfaction, and actually ended up re-interviewing to become a shift supervisor less than a month later because I felt more secure in a leadership role, being able to essentially manipulate results and bring a team along with that. In the reading, an intrinsic reward is an internal payoff, such as the feeling of accomplishment from a job well done. These are my role models. These are all current people that I do get to work with side by side, which is very great. Um, Mandy Elkins is our current district manager. She is the ultimate motivator. Her ability to make me feel like I'm always right on track and always empowers me to make the right decision as a leader is part of what makes me who I am. Mandy knows how to encourage and lead while keeping us accountable for the results that each of our stores have. Mandy never lets me feel alone. She's always available to talk and support us and also just direct us in the right direction. Chris Elliott is a current coffeehouse leader. Chris is a leader who inspired me to want to grow with Starbucks. I initially didn't want to grow at all. I was fortunate enough to be under his leadership as a shift supervisor and learn so many tools as to how to connect with my team, check my metrics, and inspire and uplift others to want to do the same. Chris assured me that I had what it took to move up, and that is why I became an assistant manager. And then lastly, we have Rima Toda, who is a coffeehouse leader and also an SM trainer. She was also my SM trainer. Rima is the individual who was able to lead me to change. She showed the perfect balance between being a tough leader and remaining empathetic while delivering excellence. She is who taught me to delight in the rigor of the details and the importance of creating a positive relationship with your shift supervisor teams to escalate information to baristas. Role models are people with amazing social skills who are able to light up a room wherever they go, or can soothe the distress of others with mastery, diffusing tense situations with an aplomb. That is all three of those people in the last slide. So, with implementing advocacy, advocacy is essentially knowing your audience, or in this case, knowing your team, knowing their goals, helping them on both a personal and professional level, knowing what benefits they want to use, ensuring that you are scheduling them correctly to meet those benefit audit hours, making sure that the schedules that they have are utilizing their work-life balance in the best way possible. And then also by advocating for my partner's needs and wants, I'm able to be the best leader that I can be. I'm able to speak up on their behalf. If I don't like something and they don't like something, I'm able to then bring it to a next level leader and tell them, and that's advocating for them. In terms of implementing empathy, implementing empathy can look like a number of things as a coffeehouse leader at Starbucks. The first steps of this for me has been connecting individually with each person and getting to know each of their individual stories. Empathy is, in fact, knowing the difference between when to act and when not to. I know that with being in a new management role, I'm really having to learn who my partners are. Instead of jumping to conclusions or pushing metrics right away, like I need to understand them as people to know how to be empathetic to them in order to deliver the best possible information. My noble goals are to continue growth in my current role at Starbucks as a coffeehouse leader, as I am new in this role and still learning. To be the leader my role models were for me, and to develop skills that help me grow as an individual and as a person, and not just in a store manager role. As explained in the reading, noble goals activate all other elements of emotional intelligence because they shape our long-term choices and keep us centered on our decisions and commitments. And then I have my references. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen and watch this presentation. I hope that it provided some insight into what it is like to be a coffeehouse leader at Starbucks. And I am, again, very extremely grateful that I was able to be a part of this course from beginning to end of my um, journey of becoming a coffeehouse leader, as that was my aspiration. And I was able to utilize a lot of the information in this course and apply it to an assistant manager role in order to be a coffeehouse leader. Thank you.